Today we will explore an important branch of archaeological or historical studies. Numismatic, with a focus on its development in the India subcontinent. Numismatic, simply put, is the study of coin and currency, but beyond that, it is a crucial tool in historical reconstructions, offering insight into political, economics, religious, and artistic development across centuries. Introduction to numismatics. The term numismatics is derived from the Latin word numisma, meaning coin. In historical research, numismatic involves the scientific analysis of coin, their inspections, imaginary metal, weight, and context. In India, coins are not only source of economic history but also dynastic chronology, religious movement, trade, and even language origin of Indian coinage. The earliest coin in India appear around 6th century BCE. During the time of Mahajanpadas, these are known as punchmark coin, typically made of silver. They lacked inscription but bore multiple symbols such as sun, animal, or geometrical pattern, which may have denoted issuing authority or religious belief. These coins were not cast but cut from sheet and stamped with punches, hence the term punch coin. The Mauryan period. The Mauryan Empire greater standardized to coinage. Punch mark coin continued but with more uniformity in weight and shape, reflecting the administrative efficiency of rulers like Chandragupta Maurya and Ashok. Unfortunately, Maurya coin lacked personal name or date, limiting their dynastic specificity. However, they remain valuable for understanding economic and bureaucratic structures. Post-Mauryan and Indo-Greek coinage. Following the Mauryas, India saw the rise of Indo-Greek, Shaka, and Kushan rulers in the northwest. There, the coinage is remarkable for its bilingual inscriptions, typically in Greek and Kharosthi or Brahmi, and for their features and portraits of king, a practice borrowed from the Hellenistic world. These coins often deities from both Greek and Indian pantheons, reflecting a syncretic culture milieu. The Kushan coins, especially those who Kanishk first, are notable for depicting a wide range of gods, Iranian, Greek, and Indian, and providing loyal title in Brahmic script. Gupta period, the classic age of Indian coinage. The Gupta period empire, 4th to 6th centuries CE, mark a golden age in Indian coinage. Their coin, mostly in gold, are artistically refined and provide crucial information about ruler, title, religion, affiliation, and even political event. For example, the coin of Samudragupta show him playing the veena for performing the Ashwadhama sacrifice. These are not just currency but visual document of loyal ideology. Early medieval and Sultanate coinage. In the early medieval period, coinage became more regionally diverse, with many smaller kingdoms issues local currencies. With the rise of Delhi Sultanate in 13th century, Islamic tradition began influencing the Indian coinage. The coin now bore Arabic inscription, Islamic calligraphy, and typically avoided figural imagery. However, experimentation continued. For instance, Muhammad bin Tughlaq introduced token currency and experimented with base metal, though these measures failed economically. Mughal coinage. The Mughal issued some of the most impressive coin in Indian history. Under Akbar, a vast range of coin was minted, with multiple denomination and regional variants. Jahangir, known for his interest in art and astrology, issued the famous Zodiac coin, a bold move that combined loyal identity with celestial symbolism. These coins are rare and highly valuable today. Colonial and modern coinage. During the colonial era, the East India Company initially issues coin in the name of Mughal Emperor. Gradually, British monarchs began appearing on Indian coinage, started with coin Victoria. This reflected the political shift from Mughal sovereignty to British control. After independence, India issues its first coin in 1915. National symbols such as the Ashoka lion capital and inscription in Hindi and English. Importance of numismatic in historical research. Help in dating archaeological layer and establishing chronologies, offering insight into trade routes, economic practice, and currency system. Reflect artistic style, religious trend, and language development. Serve as evidence for political and imperial propaganda. Conclusion. Coin, unlike text, are durable. They survive flood, invasions, and neglect. A single coin bury for centuries may confirm the existence of forgotten ruler, a lost city, or a trade route once teeming with life. As students and scholar of history, numismatic challenge us to see the past not just a abstract idea but a tangible material culture that shape human experience. Thank you.